Is that okay? Are we good to go on that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so the word also the same thing. Okay, if you want to change the name, you have two options now. You either first highlight it like this, then you press F2, or you can right click and rename if you are on Windows 11, or if you are on Windows 10. This is how the options will appear. Then you click on rename. So now I just want to call this word, then press enter. So that name has also been changed. Okay, so now, okay, now in practice, when it comes to practical document management, this one is not very good practice. Okay, you cannot have files, scattered all over the desktop. So you need to sort of organize them into folders. So like for me, you can see I am trying to implement that here on my computer. So even though sometimes for some files I don't, maybe I don't know for one reason or the other, I just have them scattered like this. But this is not good practice. So you should always try to follow good practice. Okay, so now what I am going to do here now is that this Word document here, I am going to move it into this folder. Okay, I'm going to move it into this folder. All right, so but before I do that now, okay, um you remember we talked about something before, like the attributes or characteristics of a file. Okay, so one, we said that the file must have a name, it must have size, extension, and also the location. So if you want to see those properties or those information about a particular file, we said that you just right click on the file and then go to where properties. Okay, then you see these are the properties of this particular file. You can see the type is here, and it has an extension of .docx. So this tells me that this is a Microsoft Word document, and this program, this file, I expect to open it with what? With Microsoft Word. Okay, okay, good. So you can even see the day the file was created, the day it was modified, the date it was accessed. All right, and you can see the location. The size currently is what? Everything is 0, huh? Because I have not this it's just an empty file, it doesn't have any content. So that's why you see everything is what? 0. But if I do for this other one, for example, okay, you will see that it will have size. Okay, because it has some content. So you can see this one has size, huh? Okay, 92.7 kilobytes. Okay, so then the day it was also created and other attributes. So you can see it will open with what program? Adobe Acrobat, because this is a .pdf file. Okay, good. So those are what we call properties of a file. All right, so the folder 2 has same things, huh? It has the same properties as well. Okay, the day it was created. All right, location is here, the type is a what? Is a file folder. So for this one, you don't see something like it opens with what, huh? Okay, because it is not a file, so that property is usually with file. So this one, hence, it is a file folder type. Obviously we know that anytime you try to open this, it will open in Windows Explorer, huh? So that is very, very obvious. Okay, good. So then we can now move on to um, have this file now in this folder. Okay, where is the folder again? the folder is what is IT basic, so it's here. All right, so now it has done its alignment, huh? So it has moved the, so for me, I'm arranging my files according to types. We will come to that shortly, inshallah. Okay, so that's why you can see all folders are together now. Then from there you have other documents also together. So that's also a very good practice that you can always do. That will also help you to easily locate your files and folders. You arrange them according to type so that all folders are together, you can see. Then from there now you have the various document types also together. So I'll also show you how to do this. Okay, good. So to move this one now into this folder, basically we have two ways. One way is using the drag and drop, if you remember, with the mouse. Okay, so in that, what you do is that you click and hold the left mouse button on this, then you move the mouse. Once you reach here now, you release it, then it will be moved there. But now, okay, I'll undo this and show you another way of doing it. So if you want to undo, it's just Control and Z. You do something you want to undo, it is Control and Z. So if you want to redo, like this one, I put it back in the folder and I removed it. So if I want to put it back again, I'll Control Y to redo it. Now you see it is taken back to the folder. So if I want to bring it out, it's Z. You want to bring it back, do you want to take it back to the folder? Control Y. That's undo and redo. Okay, so the second method is you can right click on this, okay, and then if you are on Windows 10, this is how it appears. You can cut, all right, you can cut here, you cut, and then you come here and then right click here and paste. So that's going to move it here. If you open this folder now, you find it there. Okay, but hence is same location. I think the drag and drop is easier. Okay, let me undo it and I'll show you another one. So if you click on this file now, then you come to the ribbon here. So let me see whether you're gonna have something like this. But on your Windows 10, okay, if I go back to the file explorer diagram on Windows 10 and on the home, you see something like move to. Good. So if you choose that, you can navigate through the various locations and then get it there. But for now, let's just stick to those two. Okay, now I'm going to now move this one here. So you can use the, but with the drag and drop, you have to be very mindful because sometimes you can accidentally drop it in the wrong folder. So you just have to be cautious about that. So you can always check here at the bottom, you will say move to. So currently it's at where? To IT basics. So if I release it there, then it moves it there. So if you move to another folder, it shows that folder name. So ensure that it's always showing the folder that you want to move to down there. Okay, so then you release the mouse button, it's now moved there. Okay, so those are basic operations. Now deleting. Okay, so for deleting now, with deleting, okay, let me explain that quickly. Now usually when you delete something from your computer, now it goes to what is called a recycle bin.